Greetings, guys, once again. Uh, I've been off for some time, but I won't be getting into that for now, anyways. So, back again to do the second track of the EP, which is called Life. I already done the other one. So, this one I'll try to be more brief. Hopefully, I won't be too long. So here's the project to the track. This is it. Yeah, I won't be playing the track because I already uploaded it on this channel. So if you want to listen to it, then you can just check the videos of the channel. So what I'll be discussing first is this. Okay, let me do this. So here we also have a long intro in this one. I think here the intro might be too long, but yeah. Anyways, I won't be talking much about the intro. The only thing I'll be focusing on are these small things here. First is this synth pad. As you can see, it's just a synth pad with a lot of reverb. I used this to as part of an introduction. Let me just open, synth bass, just a lot of reverb here, nothing more. And this drums, this is just a conga, if it's called a conga, I don't know. Conga layered with a shaker. So this is what I use to sort of introduce anything that will be new to the track, like this part here, since there will be a simple change in key progression. So as you can see, it changed and introduced this few more keys. That's how I used those drums. And I want to make another example quick here. Okay, like here also. Introduction to the second bridge, but yeah, you get it, or you get it anyways. So the main thing about this track is the sort of rhythm. It's the rhythm. The main thing that makes it a bit different from most tracks you can hear. So okay, let me do this. Yeah, it's not the normal kind of rhythm you usually hear. That's the main rhythm of the track, not the usual because that's the sort of vibe that's just kind of dominating deep house tracks. So I wanted to bring a different rhythm and use it to sort of use it throughout the whole tune. So I played around with this rhythm and added more. So this was the bass. This bass is just a simple plugged plugged plugin. Everyone has this. I keep on using these stock plugins every time I produce, because when I started out, it was very hard to find plugins for me, so I just stuck to them and I've been using them always. As I was saying, the rhythm of the track and you hear that it's almost the same thing. No, not that one. I'm kind of looking for this other shaker that's almost. Okay, I found it. Here it is. So the rhythm of the track is different. It's different from what you usually hear. So that's what I love the most about this track and how I made it. And yeah, so let's get to the plugins I used. So this is just the main synth. As you can hear, it doesn't sound a bit much, but what I did was to play with this frequency. So okay, let me let you listen to this. So I kept off, like I kept on playing around with the cutoff on those part of the tracks whereby it was sort of building up, and then when it drops, I close down the cutoff, just like here. Okay, and this. You can hear it at this point that cutoff was sort of killed, just like here. That was the point where I introduced a lot of stuff. The heads. I killed the kick here at this moment. The bass was already hit. Introduced this shaker. This ride was already there, and this is the other lead that was on the track. I started with this lead. It's just a simple lead. So when I killed off these frequencies, when I also introduced everything else into the middle part of the track. which means I kind of drove away from the intro now. Everything starts to happen at this moment as I introduced the clap also. Let's just hear this part again. Yeah, just simple like that. And then let's move on to this second part. Okay, I think there's one thing I forgot to mention. Is this, what the hell is this thing? This butterfly. Yeah, this right here it's I think it's my favorite part of the track. It just sounds like a generator, man. The sound is very powerful. So it just keeps on building up. Here is its automation. So at this point it started at 0 volume and just keeps going up and keeps going up like that. Now remember I said this part everything starts to happen, so this little automation helps the track get a move on at this point. Okay, let's play it now.
Life.
Okay, this one is not, let me remove it for now. Another thing you must notice is this echo bass. Now I arrived on the first bridge. So this bridge, I killed almost everything. I just wanted that lead to flourish on its own. Okay, let me just mention it now. After this lead, after the bridge, when I drop everything, I just bring it back with this choir. I think it's the same choir I used on the previous track also, called Death. Simple stuff. So let's play it in. Okay, there's this flute also. It's not just a flutist, but the flute here is kind of panned to the right. Check it out, let's see. You can see it's panned 100% to the right. Okay, I'll pause it there. At this moment, I'm sort of playing a lot of games now on this track because I was starting to lose some ideas. So I just wanted to play within it, not add a lot of stuff, but keep it interesting. I did that by removing and playing around with the arrangement of the track. So it's just ideas within the song, not necessarily adding more into it, but play around with its arrangement. So that's why the parts like these here, you can see there's some little stuff removed here, small spaces and all that kind of shit. That was just me playing around with the track here, and I think I managed to do this very well because it sounded dope afterwards with those little breaks within the track, and yeah, there wasn't much added into it. I just play around with the arrangement from this. You can hear that little silence at this point. This point here, that shit works a lot. It works. And then here I introduced back this. I just killed the synth, bring it back again, nothing more added, just as I hit at this point. Still the same choir, I just killed it and brought it back again. Nothing much, nothing more interesting. Okay, I'm gonna pause right there because this is the other part. Okay, this part is just good because the little drums and whatnot I was using, I just banged them at the same time to sort of, don't know how to even explain this part, but it's like last cry or like last kick of a dying horse. Okay, I think I changed the arrangement of this pad here. but it's muted, so okay, at this point so here, if you can notice, the progression from this pattern to this one has changed. This pattern sort of kind of like follows the pattern of this choir. Okay, let me yeah, so I kept on using this pattern from this point onwards. Let's get to this part I was talking about. As you can hear, I made this bass very long and this drum and shaker, I extended it so they hit quite a long time. So this was like my last interesting bit of the song. Well, before this part, I love this part a lot. Before this part was, I think I was lucky at this point because the way these drums blend in together at this point, I was just filling in this and that, but they just stuck together like. Yeah, I was lucky to get this pattern right. Lucky me. And then the simple conclusion of the song. Nothing much. I'm not sure if I was able to explain everything, but there was not a lot going on this track based on what I actually used, the drums and the plugins and automations. You can see there's not much automations and plugins. The main trick I actually used here was to play around with the arrangement of the song, which made the track more interesting. So what's there to learn is that you don't have to add a lot of stuff on a song. You just have to keep it simple and just play around with what you have, because what you have is already enough. Yeah, I hope this was interesting to whoever watched it. So yeah, just subscribe and like if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, then you can just push the unlike button. I guess I'll live with that. But yeah, for now, I'm out, man.